Hello, one and all. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Cassian and Drew and Angela and 30 and Neria. And I think that I saw Kev in here earlier. And I know I read that just quick that Thaldonis had to run off to work, and so he came in to say hello, and then he said hello, and then he had to take off and go. So hello, Thaldonis and everybody. Hey Fluffy, how are you doing? I know, yeah, pigtails today. I was lazy and didn't want to do my hair and just wanted to be chilling in my sort of floppiness and whatever today, because it's a lazy Sunday. So, hey Mizzy, how are you doing? So let me guys know how your weekend has been so far. Anything crazy? Anything super fun? Did everybody have a good... Oh, hey Crater Bob, how are you doing? Oh, thank you. It's my lazy, crafty pigtails and everything. Did everybody have a good day today? For those of you who are celebrating Father's Day, hopefully you wished your dads or whoever is the father figure in your life a happy Father's Day. You have a mud dog and it ruined white carpets. That sucks. Dogs can be bad like that. Dogs can be brutal. Hey Discreet, how are you doing? Bah, I missed you too. Since I asked, you did a full 100% stream of South Park Stick of Truth yesterday. That's awesome. I remember when South Park Stick of Truth came out, and I actually have never played it, but that game's from like the early 2000s, isn't it? Isn't it from like, I don't know, like 2004 or 5 or something. So it's super old school. Hey, Modern. Oh, yeah. So, guys. So, I read over chat from last stream and gave you a heart attack for a second time. Father's Day, September in Australia. There you go. So, I read over chat last stream, and it got pretty wild in there, and the mods were particularly wild to one particular person, and so I thought that that was hilarious, and what would even be more fitting justice after all of the timeouts was to welcome our brand new moderator to the chat, Mr. Modern. So, there you are, Mr. Modern coming up in here. Because, he got timed out like so many times for nothing last time. So, you know what? Thought Mr. Modern would make a great addition to the moderator fan. I ran back over last chat, over everything, and I was like, wow. Like Lizzie especially was just like flexing some big guns there. So I was like, you know what? She needs a counterpart. So Mr. Modern has been added to the mod selection. He is our super farthest away international mod, so he takes care of everything on the Australian schedule up in here. Being a mod is one of the signs of the apocalypse, Cassian. That's what you guys are like. You were so mean last stream, and so I was like, you know what? Let's get a little bit of creativity and some excitement in here. So thank you, Mr. Modern, for volunteering to be a moderator. And oh, good time. I should totally play the Stick of Truth that came out 3 years ago in 2014, by the way. Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought there was another South Park game that came out like way, way, way longer ago, but that's probably it. Hey, Ian Wilson, how are you doing? Hello and welcome. And Pixel. See, Pixel can attest to this. He was another one, too, that was being incredibly pixeled upon. And instead of saying picked upon, I tried to make a joke. Not so good. But, yeah, so this was after the picking on Justice, I made some neat little mod decisions. Plus, I just need a few extra moderators and stuff. Definitely need to, I want the like nice diversity in here, as well as Modern is one of the most incredible, amazing top donators on stream, so it seemed fitting. So thank you, Modern, for all of that. And yes, oh hello Pickle, you're always pixels upon, pixied upon. I know, I tried to do a pun. I really did. He's a modern raider. I had totally Caspian. Hello, you Janelle. How are you doing? Hello. So, yes, tell me how your guys' weekends have shaped out so far. And I will start getting to everything. So, you're no longer safe. No, wait, Mara's gonna stand up for you, Pixel. You were one of the people, you and Modern were the ones who were like getting mad message deleted last time as part of like Lizzie's new I have a sword tirade. So Modern's standing up for all of the unconventional viewers up in here. So, Andy, Wonderflex is a lot cheaper than Worbla, but you were wondering what your opinion is on it compared to Worbla. Is Worbla the master race? Mizzy, amazing question. So the difference between Worbla and Wonderflex is that Wonderflex actually has a mesh backing. So Worbla, let's just grab a piece of Worbla. Worbla is just the thermoplastic itself right here. It completely bends and everything, and you can take complex 3D curves with it. So I don't actually own any Wonderflex because it's just not useful for me. But Wonderflex on the inside will have a fabric lining sort of similar to like that sort of mesh material that you see like on the outside of casts or something like that. So I've heard rumors that you can like take an X-Acto and try to peel off the fabric on the back, but it doesn't really work that well. So with that being said, when you're trying to do things like, let's grab this. So when you're trying to do things like taking a complex curve like so, you know what I mean? You're getting a curved type of piece, or more specifically, Mizzy, when you are doing something like a breastplate and we're talking booby cups, or we're talking this, you know, around the chest area, it's not going to take this shape. It won't stretch out because of the fabric into these type of curves. If you want to use, thank you, Sexy. If you would like to use Wonderflex for, say, making sword blades, something that's very straight, right? Or you want to use it for, if you had, say, like, fins or something that's coming off of your armor or whatever, absolutely, Wonderflex can be great. But, oh, my cord fell down. Wonderflex can be great. But as far as taking on complex 3D curves and being able to take all of those shapes of your body, it's not going to do that because of the fabric backing. So that is why Wonderflex always gets sold so much cheaper than Worbla, because people know this and they don't want to invest in something that just isn't going to provide them the same type of armor quality that Worbla will. See, you gotta switch to your laptop, gotta clean the kitchen while you watch Being an Adult sucks. That's okay, Angela. You can just have it on the background while you do your scrubbing and your cleaning in the kitchen. Saw your Malaysian family off today. Aw, Area, that sucks, but it's so nice that they were able to actually come visit. Malaysia is super far away, so that is really great that you actually got the chance to have them come visit. Stream is falling apart now that you're a mod. Yeah, there you go. Exactly, Modern. You gotta keep it together. So yeah, you're representing when Lizzie went on her, and I was really impressed because like I love the colorfulness of having many different types of mods, and they bring their own personality to the stream. But Lizzie, she went on a timeout hammer last time, and I was like, let's bring her match up in here. Hey Stoofers, how are you doing? Oh, I'm Caspian, you always watching while adulting. Thank you, Caspian. What are you doing? What are you adulting right now? I am super curious. Missy, oh, thank you so much. All comparisons you found online didn't quite give you satisfactory answers like that. Awesome, well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help. So, yes, if you do want to order Wonderflex, you can totally use it for certain things. Like, some say that it's even stronger than Worbla. So, like I said, you want to... say you're making a sword blade, you want to cover your sword blade in Worbla, say it's a really big piece, I mean, that is a great use for Wonderflex. Because the sword is, you know, just like very, very minimalistically curved. It's not a curved shape. But if you are doing anything like a helmet, breastplate, you know, hip armor, whatever, you're going to want to use Worbla. Either types of Worbla, like... You know, feel free to use the brown. Brown is fine. I love brown. I still use brown because I find it the most adhesive. Black is kind of like the new It Worbla. Oh, and I also did some research. Remember I told you that I got this sheet of this little thing of Red Worbla? So I did some research, guys, and I found out why Red Worbla is more expensive and why it's dubbed Red Worbla. And, oh, hello, Link, how are you doing? Yay! And, wonder what bad copy pass you can get away with Modern here. I don't know. Modern's like, you know, keeping the fun going. So one thing that I did find out actually about Red Worbla is the reason why it's more expensive is that it is actually flame retardant. So they say specifically on the website, do not test this with real fire, but apparently it's used now more so it's trying to be marketed to set and stage designers who are making props or scenery for, you know, on the stage or on set, and theoretically, you know, there could be things that happen. They could use fire on set. They could use, you know, something like Cirque du Soleil stuff or whatever, right? And apparently Red Worbla is flame retardant. So if you had a whole suit of Red Worbla on, apparently it doesn't burn and it doesn't melt. So this is what I've heard. So this is my new thoughts that I have learned about Red Worbla. Am I going to test it with fire? Probably not, because I don't have the greatest luck with fire. So there you go. Oh, should we test it with fake fire? What are you going to do with fake fire? I don't know. Buckeyes, you are the uncreative gamer that enjoys watching creative streams. Back for more. I am so glad that you came back for more. And oh, a whale. I think that's how it says. Thank you so much for the follow. So to make an Iron Man suit out of it and fight crime, noted. How does it not melt when you shape with heat gun? It does. Like, you can shape it with the heat gun, but apparently if you are to, like, they say don't do it, but if you are to actually, like, take fire, like you take a lighter to it, it's supposed to not burn or melt or light on fire. I have no idea. This is what I have read and I have researched about it. So I am not entirely sure. I know I don't have the best of luck with non-fire as well. I know I'm a little bit more accident prone on stream, so that's why I am not. Yeah, melt doesn't equal fire. I don't know. I don't even know, but this is supposedly... There's something that is in the glue of the Red Worbla that makes it so that it does not light on fire. So I don't know, but that's apparently what's going on. Hey, Vader, how are you doing? Oh, that's okay. And I'm sorry that you and your boyfriend are going through a rough patch. You're in a place with friends right now, so feel free to, like, you know, leave your mind at the door, just relax and hang out and be with some, like, positive people right now, you know? AWOL. Okay, perfect. AWOL. Oh, AWOL. Hello, and thank you so much for the follow. And Pexel, my gosh. You like a creative chat, and streamers are so much nicer than the average gaming streamer. People are lovely here. We have a really good community and a good family up in here. Okay. So today is going to be a LED tutorial part 2. So I've received messages from people who have watched my previous LED tutorial, and they're like, yeah, that's great, like learning how to solder, learning how to do all that stuff, but they get a little bit confused when it comes to taking just like a circuit and how to actually incorporate that into the armor pieces. So today, I just made a quick, I just did this like in the half hour before stream, I just made a quick bracer right now, like, well, a little while ago. I just made just a quick bracer, and it's going to be the base of what I'm going to actually be putting a armor piece, or I mean a light up gem onto it. And I'm going to show sort of start to finish about how I actually go through and then, you know, be able to poke it through the armor and then pull the wires through, how I use Worbla to attach the wires in the inside, and then what it looks like as a final piece and the finishing touches that I do on a gem and on a lit gem and stuff to really make it a stick to the costume and be like, look, you know, just a little step up. So this is just my dumb, stupid bracer. Like, it's not even a style. It's not even anything. I just took some old patterns and just decided to whip up a bracer and was like, okay, we'll just use this for stream. So you can raise temperature to bend it, but will not catch into flames, but being and flames will not melt the material, you know? Yes, Kev, we've established maybe someday we will do a flame test on the different types of Worbla, and we can see if you're in armor how quickly you'll catch on fire. So could be good. Learning starts now. Or here. Yes. Oh yes, Stuffer. So is that a Z-ring crystal? You see where? Z-ring crystal. I'm not totally sure what you are talking about. Yes, we could do a flame test outside. How about no on the flame test? All right, we'll do flame test and we'll try the red Worbla later. But yes, so this is sort of start to finish of doing the LEDs and the wiring and the gems. So I've already decided where I want my gemstone to go. I just took, because I just had the diamond shapes already precast with LEDs in them. So I just decided on doing a diamond shape. And I always do a separate piece of Worbla on top of where I'm going to put the gem, because I feel like it just gives the gemstone even more depth and dimension when I am attaching it. Around my neck, this is a portal. This is from the game Portal. So you can see it's the two sides of the portal stuff. So yes, this is from the two portals that the portal gun shoots in the game. So, yeah, he'll bring the blowtorch. All right, Eric. So first off, guys, I'm going to try to decide. So help me decide. So here is the blue one. So you can see it's hard with like the light and stuff now, the brighter light. But here's the blue. I'll turn the lights off and stuff later. So here's the blue one, and then here, oh my god, modern. You become a mod and I'm just like way too sweet. Okay, and then here is the red one. So you can kind of see the red and stuff on here. And I will turn the lights off and everything after so you can see actually like how bright they are. So I would love it if you guys could take a vote. So I'm going to put the material list up so you can see. It's just all of the materials that I use for soldering and wiring LEDs. And just comment in chat whether you want to see the blue one or the red one on the armor. The red one's already, like, I'm already one step ahead, so I'm kind of like, red one. But if you want to see the blue one, that's totally cool too, because then we can start from scratch. So blue or red gem, and I'm just going to switch to the materials list just very quick. So all of the materials that we're using today are LEDs and wire and just multiple different colors, some solder, battery holders. I will show you what I do with bracers at times, depending on the size of the bracer. Sometimes I do not add a battery holder just so it can slip into my wrist a little bit easier, but I will show you that in a little bit. My soldering stand and soldering iron, resistors, switches, batteries. I got my gloves and my little mask and stuff for my personal protective equipment. And then I guess I should have put on there that this is Worbla that I am attaching this stuff to, and I don't know, instead, but I did not put Worbla on there, and craft foam and heat gun and stuff, but those are all of the tools that I use with doing Worbla. So, let's see. We turn the lights off. Are we telling ghost stories? We could tell ghost stories. Sounds like a Matrix choice. Totally. Is it the blue pill or the red pill? Oh my god, Modern's making a straw poll. I just need you guys to comment. I see like one red, one blue. You're dumb when it comes to LEDs. You need to see as much as possible. All right. So, if this is the case, okay, let's listen to that. So I'm going to listen to Fluffy right here. I mean, I'll go look at the straw poll, but I am going to listen to Fluffy, and she said that, that it, dumb with LEDs, so you need to learn as much as possible. So maybe I'll just do the blue one to start from scratch. So yeah, blue's winning. Okay, that is totally fine. So these are all of the materials that I will be using today. So just for those that may have missed, you can check out my other video, my other LED video on YouTube. So it's connected to my YouTube, and I think that there is still a VOD in my highlights as far as my LED tutorial is considered. So she is right. Perfect, Fluffy. Thank you. So, I see me trying to count votes in chat. It's like pretty bad, Modern. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the little things, like these are the little switches I use. I try to use as small of switches as I possibly can. I just get these at a small little electronics store called YTech Direct is where it is around me, but there's tons of electronic stores that are out there that you can order these online by the boatload, super duper cheap. I have some of my speaker stereo wiring. I'm actually running out of red, which is a shame because I'm going to have to do green for both sides, but that's okay because I'll just remember. I'll remember that the one that starts with red is whatever my positive or my negative. These are the little resistors. So you can add in a resistor so that you can use a higher voltage of batteries, and it mitigates the power from the LEDs to not burn out the LEDs or anything. You can look up what type of LEDs you have and what type of resistors you need online. You just put in, there's a lot of different programs that can explain it to you, and you put in the volts, and then it'll tell you based on which one you need based on the, let's see if I can get this to focus. It will tell you exactly which one you need based on the, well, there's bands. There's bands of color that are on the resistor, and that's how you know exactly what resistor you are getting. All different bands mean different things. And wiring, I've got my soldering iron is somewhere. I think it's on the floor. It's not plugged in yet, but here's my soldering iron. It was super cheap. I just bought super cheap soldering iron at the site. I think it was like $9-10. So you can use, there's wood tools and stuff that say that they double as a soldering iron. But myself personally, I do not like using some tools for multiple different purposes, especially when I'm using things like lead solder and whatever. So I like to kind of keep things good across the board. This could totally help you. You're putting a raspberry pie into an NES shell and could save you some wiring tips. Perfect, Vader. I'm so glad. Okay. Toss a piece of tape around one of the wires. Totally. I'm just gonna, I've got enough red that I can like start with it, Gord, and then I can know just based exactly on my starting point. So before I do any of my wiring, the first thing that I am going to do is I'm actually going to go to my bracer. So I'm going to take my LED. Now I've already cast this resin gemstone way previously, and during the casting process, I stuck in an LED on the bottom while it was starting to solidify just a little bit, but not enough that I couldn't get it in. So it was, I waited a little bit long. You can see the indent, but it's fine. It's stuck in. So that means that it is staying in there and I don't need to add any other glues or anything to put it into my resin.